So I'm going to let him out. Good boy, Boo. And I'm going to give him some special treats. You want treats? Stella, Splash, Simba, Boo, Sammy, Richard, Nancy, Goldie, Ziggy, Ringo, Eva, Hydrox, and Ditto, the Lucky Ferals. It is 9:25 a.m. and the cats just had a breakfast appetizer. They're each having a little bit of canned tuna. And the reason why is because I put CBD oil in Boo's. He would not eat it just like that, like he was eating around the CBD oil. So I had to sprinkle a little bit of the Fortiflora on top of it, and then he ate it. So I'm gonna finish getting ready for my day, and then in about an hour, I'm gonna see if I can pick Boo up and get him in the carrier. Yesterday, with the other calming drops, they had those on some Reveal cat food, tuna Reveal. And I was able to pick Boo up very easily and walk him toward the carrier, but I did not try to put him in the carrier because he was still, a little upset about the day before. So I am going to try to get him in there today. We're going to see how the CBD does compared to the other calming drops. I gave him half a dropper full, which is what they recommend for cats. And I'm going to give it some time to, work. And then we'll see what happens. This is the tuna that I buy for the cats. It's from Trader Joe's. It is their solid white albacore tuna. And the reason why I get it is because it has no salt added. And there's also no vegetable broth in it, which is full of MSG. The ingredients are solid white tuna and water. It is 10:07 a.m. and I just picked Boo up. And I was able to get him here to the carrier, and I tried to put him in the carrier, but then he started wiggling his legs too much, so I couldn't get him in. So he jumped away. We're close, but we're not quite there yet. It is 10:25 a.m. and I just got Boo in the carrier. So it's been an hour since he has some CBD, and I was able to pick him up and drop him into the carrier. Not going in the top, but going in this side with, the entire carrier on its side. Because it's once his legs go in, then it's just an easy drop and then he goes in. He's not happy right now. So I'm going to let him out. Good boy, Boo. And I'm going to give him some special treats. You want treats? I just gave him some positive reinforcement. These are his favorite treats right now. And we're just going to try this every day. So yesterday he didn't go in the carrier. We went near it. Today he went in the carrier after first bringing him near it. And he got instant positive reinforcement with treats. I'm going to leave the carrier out all day. And we're just going to repeat this tomorrow again. It's 5 minutes later and I just put Simba in the carrier. I put him in the exact same way, which was, from the top with the whole thing on its side. Good job, Simba. Good job, Simba. Good job. There you go. Now I'll give you some treats too. Here is another one of these carriers that I put together. I did not put the door on it though, and I put a little blanket on top and I have it here. And this is an experiment to see if the cats will hang out in it, around it, on it. And I'm probably going to do this with another one for downstairs, maybe a few more around the house, and we'll just see what happens. It is 6:35 p.m. and here's Boo. He's hanging out on the kitchen floor. I think he's looking out the back door from where he is right now. He could also see into the hallway. But I don't know if you could tell, but his coat looks so shiny right now. His fur looks so shiny. How you doing, Boo? He's relaxing. It's 7:45 and here's Stella. She's hanging out on top of this television unit that I have. I don't have a TV on it anymore because the TV's hanging on the wall now. And I used to have a keyboard on here, but I moved that back downstairs because the cats love sitting on top of this. And I figured, well, why not let them, because they love it so much. And at first I only had this plaid runner on top of here, but it slides around too much. So I was like, what do I have that's not going to slide around? And then I remembered that I have this yoga mat. So this blue thing is a yoga mat, and I had it in the closet. I haven't used it in forever. And I was like, well, let's see how the yoga mat does, because, you know, they're not supposed to slip around. And it has been absolutely perfect. Stella's on it right now. Simba's on it before. I mean, there's been so many cats on it. It's been on here a few days now. And it's not sliding around anywhere. So what I'm thinking of doing is cutting it down so it actually fits the top of this unit. Right now it's hanging over the front, it's hanging over the back, it's too wide. But I'm thinking if I cut it down to fit the top of the unit, that'll be better. Or what I might do is take a ride to like TJ Maxx or Marshall's sometime over the next few days and see if they have like yoga mats. Or I could always go to Target. I think Target has yoga mats also. And see if they have anything that's like a nice neutral color, maybe like a beige or white or something, instead of this bright blue. But I just wanted to test it out and see if it works, and it's been working wonderful. Like, it's not moving at all. And I'm also thinking of getting one and putting it here on the shelf by the window in Boo's room, because this runner slides around, even though it has this like gripper on the bottom, but this slides around also. And I think if I got a yoga mat for up here also, then it's going to hold everything in place better. And I don't know why I did not think of that sooner. It's 8:45 a.m. and the OG4 just had a snack. This is the third day in a row that they're having like a breakfast appetizer, and it's some of the no salt tuna from Trader Joe's. I give them just a little bit. And Boo got the calming drops on it today. He got a full milliliter of the calming drops, not the CBD. Yesterday he had the CBD, and I was able to get him in the carrier yesterday. Today he got the calming drops, and I want to see how he does on these. Will I be able to put him in a carrier a little while? So I've been giving him the drops and then waiting like an hour. So I'm going to wait till 9:30 or 10 o'clock, sometime between 9:30 and 10, and see if I could get him in the carrier. Here's Splash. Splash is eating his tuna in the living room. So I should mention that the HVAC system downstairs is leaking. I noticed it yesterday. I had to go get some paper plates for the cats in my storage room, and that's where like the furnace and the HVAC unit is. And I walked in and there was a bunch of water on the floor. I was like, where's this coming from? I thought maybe it was my hot water heater, but no, it was coming from the HVAC unit. So I picked up the water, and then I put a towel down, and I wanted to see if it was going to happen again. And sure enough, later in the evening, there was more water there. So I turned off the AC overnight, but I turned it back on this morning. And I was watching YouTube videos, and there's a bunch of videos that show how you can clean out the drain pipe for the like condensation pan. I forget the correct terms for it, but I think that's what's happening. So after I get ready for my day, I'm going to go down there and see if I could try to flush out any kind of clog in that pipe. And the pipe that mine has is different than like most of the YouTube videos, because mine is so old. Mine's 34 years old, whereas most people have newer units. Yeah, I'm just going to see if I could clear out any kind of clog, if that's what the problem is. And if not, then I'm going to have to have the unit replaced sooner rather than later, because I just don't want to deal with cleaning up water every day. And it's not like I could just put a bucket under something, because the water is like seeping out on the ground underneath the unit. So unless I could somehow put a bucket in the unit, but I don't think I could, because I opened it up yesterday and there's really no room for anything like that. So that's another unnecessary problem that I have to deal with. But look at what's going on here. So yesterday, the cats got some crunchies as a snack last night, and Simba did not want to eat all of his. So I was like, okay, I'm going to put the plate of leftover crunchies here in the carrier, and I'll just see if anyone goes in the carrier and eats them. So this morning I looked and someone ate them, and guess who it was? It was Simba. So Simba has no problem like going into a carrier to eat treats or food or anything. So that's really good for me to know. But he's also like the easiest one to just pick up and put in a carrier. So it's not like that's a big advantage. It would be great if Splash did, went into a carrier. I was talking to Grandma Farrell yesterday, and she's like, yeah, you should set up like 4 carriers without doors. And when the cats get their crunchies, let them eat their crunchies in the carriers. And I was like, oh, that could be a good idea. So I have a few other ones to set up, and maybe we'll try that. Every day we're just making a little bit more progress. It's 9:45 a.m. Here's Simba and Stella. They've been watching mouse videos on the TV. Simba doesn't look too happy. He's like, what's going on? Nancy's in the hallway. Here's Boo. And there's Splash. I'd like to try to get Boo in the carrier right now, but everyone's just hanging out here, so I don't know if it would be a good idea to do that. Because he's going to see me put the carrier on its side. I don't know, maybe I'll try it. I moved the carrier, and Boo moved. He's in the hallway now. I'm not going to go after him right away. It is 10:10 a.m., and Boo is in the carrier. I just put him in the carrier. I picked him up. He was in the kitchen. He didn't really want to be picked up, but I put him in the carrier, and as you can see, he's kind of relaxed in there right now. He's not flipping out or anything. I'm going to let him out. I just wanted to find the camera so I could document this. I did have to put the carrier on the side, and I just dumped him in, and his paw was like on top. He was trying to like get out. I just put his paw back in, and he's fine. So I'm going to let him out. I'm going to give him some treats, some positive reinforcement, and hopefully we're good. So today he didn't have the CBD. He had the calming drops, and he's calmer than he was yesterday. So I might continue with those calming drops. There's Boo. I just gave him some treats. You going to eat your treats, Boo? Eat your treats. Those are your favorite treats. He's looking around. He's like, what's going on? You did so good, Boo. I just threw some of the treats into this carrier. Is Simba going to go get them? I really need to order some more of these. The cats love them. These are the Pet Honesty multivitamins. They don't get too many of these, but they get it like once a day. Go ahead, Simba. It's in there. Go in there. There he goes. And here's Nancy with the spider toy. So what I realized is that I could kind of put the wand part on top of the kitchen chair and the spider hanging like on the floor. And Nancy enjoys playing with this so much, it really holds her attention. Hopefully she's not going to bite the string. But this is just stretch cord. It's not like fishing wire. And I do have extra stretch cord, so if I needed to like knot it and tie it together, I could always do that. But hopefully she just enjoys the spider more than the string. Now, if I tried to do that downstairs, like hooking it up to a chair or a piece of furniture, they'd have that string snapped in no time. Probably Sammy would. I mean, I could try it. Maybe they wouldn't. But Sammy, I mean, she's just crazy when it comes to this toy. Like, she's absolutely bonkers. It is 10:20 a.m. and look who's in the carrier now. It's Stella. Stella's in the carrier. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a squeeze up and feed it to her through the door and see how she likes that. Stella did not want to eat the squeeze up while she was in the carrier at all, so I'm letting her have it now that she came out because she did a good job. Good job, Stella. Stella had half of the squeeze up, and I put the other half on the plate in the carrier. And now she's eating the other half in the carrier. There was a little bit of squeeze up left on the plate, and I put it in this carrier. And there's Simba. This is the carrier without the door. So what I've decided is that when we have the vet appointment in a few days, if for whatever reason I cannot get Boo into a carrier, I'm just going to take one of the other cats. I don't want to keep canceling on the vet. So if I can't get him in the carrier, I'm going to bring like Simba or Stella because they're easy to get in a carrier. It is 12:15 p.m. I'm trying to make myself some breakfast, and Sammy's been annoying me and annoying me and annoying me. I gave her some snacks. So I said, let's see if I can put Sammy in the carrier. And she was very easy to put in the carrier. She's the smallest and lightest of the cats, and she didn't even try to fight because, you know, I've never put her in the carrier before, so she didn't know what I was doing. She wants to come out, but she's not flipping out too much, so I'm going to let her out. Okay, Sammy, come on. There you go. Was that fun? Was that fun? Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.